Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. I hope you are well on this beautiful day. Margaret Sample coming to you live from Quintana Roo in Mexico this week. So, yes, I get to wear sun clothes in winter because it's not winter here. Well, it is, but anyway, enough about that. I come to you random Fridays, bringing you messages from the fairy folk using Brian Froud's beautiful Fairies Oracle deck. I always like to say two things before I get started. One is sometimes I see comments and sometimes they don't show up until later, but I do love them. So, and I really appreciate all the little thumbs up and hearts and personal messages some of you guys send me. It just makes my heart sing. So thank you for that. And also, if I don't reply to your comments because I'm not seeing it, okay? Um, Live, of course. If you're watching it on replay, I still like to get your thumbs ups and all that, but obviously I can't respond to you then. Can you tell my brain is in Mexico mode? The other thing I like to say is if you are seeing today's message, whether you're seeing it live or on replay, it's because it is meant for you. Okay, the fairies find a way to bring the messages. So, without further ado, let's shuffle the cards. I will shuffle the cards and see who's going to come forward today with the message. Ah, huh. Geeoooooooow the Sloooooooow. I love him. He hasn't been around for a while. I haven't seen him for a bit. So, Geeoooooooow the Sloooooooow is one of the helpline troop, and they are the wee folk of fairy, whether they're tiny or large, and they sometimes are single, they're sometimes in groups. They're the five elements of fairy, associated with the five elements of fairy, which are earth, air, water, fire, and moonlight. And Gyo the Slow, being a gnome, he is connected with the earth. As you can tell when you look at this, he seems to be a very grounded, real kind of energy guy. Um, what do I want to say about the helpline troop? They are associated with the natural world, natural magic. They're full of mischief and sass and sense of humor because fairies in general and helpline troop in particular, they don't like us to be pompous or full of ourselves. So they're always finding ways to prick our bubbles of self-importance. Anyhow, so Yo the Slow. He is all about the cycles of time, slowness, waiting, patience. He is the gnome of slow processes. So if you think about water wearing away a rock, mountains growing or eroding, glaciers forming or receding, it's all that kind of slow process. Yo watches, making sure things don't happen too quickly and so that the job is well done and not rushed. He's also the master of the clarification process. So, where we let something sit quietly and we give it time to sort of settle through, and then any there any impurities can either float to the surface or sink to the bottom, and we have the clarity, right? Gyo doesn't understand why humans are always in such a rush. And we are. We are. Um, you know, even even not even on holiday, I watch people, including myself, getting stressed about being somewhere or doing something, and it's time. I mean, I set myself time frames, right? Like today I had to make sure I was set up and had internet working, which so far it is, um, and all that stuff for 11:11. But would it matter? Really? Gyo's like, really, Margaret? Would it matter if you were 5 minutes late starting? No. Oh, he's laughing at us. He's laughing at me. When we rush, we always create stress and problems for ourselves, right? Remember the old saying, more haste, less speed? You're rushing around and you get all confused, and things just don't fit together, right? You're trying to button up your shirt and you do it backward, or like out of order just because you're in such a rush, right? Slow down. Yeah, yeah. I just heard, slow down. You're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last now. And I'm hearing it in that slow tempo. I know it's generally faster than that, but no, it's slow. He wonders and he asks, how can we humans survive if we don't take time to sit and watch the sunrise, or watch the sunset, or smell the roses, or watch the snow fall, or watch the ice melt? You ever sat and watched an icicle dripping? You know how it drips and then slowly it just gets longer? And like these are things that we don't make time for, we don't take time for sometimes. Um, he tut tut tuts, tut tut tut, that we get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed rushing around and trying to make things better for later, but we forget about the now, the here and now. Those slow processes all proceed in their own time, from fruit and crops ripening to the sun and moon circling each other in balance. We need to find that right pace for ourselves to allow for natural, stress-free growth and joy. And it's like it just, ooh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Because the earth doesn't turn faster. The earth turns at its proper pace. So why are we trying to cram more in and make it go faster? He is here to say the message for today, folks. If you're watching this message is for you. Slow down. Sit back and ask yourself, why are you going so fast? What do you hope to gain? What kind of stress are you creating by rushing? Your situation, whatever your situation may be, is probably part of a long process that cannot be hurried. So you kind of have to settle in for the long haul and at a pace that you can maintain for as long as you need to, right? Think about a marathon, not a sprint. It's so funny. I was chatting on a messenger with a friend this morning, and it was like, it's so funny. I said to her, well, thank goodness what we're doing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a health program that we're both following. And it's like, yeah, you can have crazy days, but if you think about the long term, right? Think about that long term. Allow yourself to be relaxed and patient like him. Now, okay, Geeoooooooow the Sloooooooow can also indicate that there may be unnecessary delays or stalling tactics going on here. And if so, are you the cause of that, or are you the victim of someone else doing that? In either case, it might be time for a tactful push to get things in motion. If they're stalled, or if someone is stalling, just a gentle nudge, tactful, because he is in charge of slow processes, but they should still be moving forward, even if it's at a really slow pace, slowly going forward, right? Um, the other thing about that is, though, is someone rushing, like they're trying to do it. Oh, I want to do it now. I want to do it now. It's too fatty, but it's not ready. It's like that's when you try to eat fruit that's not ripe, right? What happens? You get a stomach ache. So allow things to take their proper time that is needed and that is necessary. Slow down. He keeps saying, I keep hearing his voice. Slow down, and feel the rhythm of the earth. Feel the rhythm of the trees. If you can, get out and lean back against a big old tree and feel the energy and let it help you slow down and know that all will be well. All is proceeding slowly. And remember, sometimes if you trip 'cause you're going too fast, laugh at yourself. You're only human after all. Oh, that's so sweet. He's neat. I love his energy. Um, this reminds me of I think it's a Buddhist saying, make sure to take time to meditate every day for half an hour, unless you're too busy, and then meditate for an hour. So even 5 minutes, honestly, 5 minutes to breathe and slow down. It's like when you're in traffic and you're getting revved up because, you're trying to get somewhere. You can't do anything about it. Breathe, unclench your fists, unclench your jaw, relax. It's gonna get there. Okay, it's gonna happen. Okay. Yeah, that's the message for this Fairy Friday. I wish you well, and I hope that you're all doing well. Um, remember, you can always check my website, www.margaretsample.com, for individual card readings, email card readings, and we'll take it from there. All right, my dears, be well, be well, be well, and enjoy Fairy Friday. Bye for now.